Let's talk about gastrointestinal function, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, celiacs, colitis, things that all affect the gastrointestinal system. Now, our gut is classified by science, and we know now our second brain. It's connected by our 10th cranial nerve, which is our vagus nerve. The stomach can communicate to the brain. We know for a fact when there is a different microbiome diversity, it can impact the mental performance of the human. Now, we need to understand the diversity of the gut is complex. So this is a simple explanation, but the pH level of our environment, of our gastrointestinal tract matters. We have a pH level of about 5.5 in our stomach down to our alimentary canal. Into our stomach that is separated by our esophageal sphincter, we have a pH level of between 1.5 and 2.5. This is because hydrochloric acid separates a compound called pepsinogen into pepsin, which helps break down proteins. Protein helps stimulate things like ghrelin and leptin. These are both hormones which regulate appetite control in the brain through the hypothalamus. We then have what's called a pyloric sphincter in our stomach, which then transfers into the small intestine. The small intestine pH should be a level about 5.5. The acid diversity changes from the stomach to the small intestine by releasing a product called sodium bicarbonate. This keeps the small intestine at its pH level. If that pH level is disrupted between the small intestine and the colon, you can get what's called transbacterial location. Translocation bacterial. So what that means is small bacteria from the intestinal tract can move to the large intestine and vice versa. Now, a colon should contain things like E. coli. The acidity level and the pH level create that diversity barrier. If that diversity by pH level is disrupted through things like excess sugar, sodium carbonate, soft drink, poor food choices, stress, imbalances in nutrients, imbalances in probiotic bacteria, gut dysfunctions like H. pylori or Candida. This can upset that pH balance, which then can disturb the mucosal lining of the intestinal tract. When the mucosal lining of the intestinal tract is damaged, the villi, which produce the digestive enzymes, start to deteriorate. When the villi start to deteriorate, this creates nutrient deficits in digestive enzymes. We must understand the gut is very diverse. We must understand the different pH levels and what foods do to our body at specific times and where certain bacteria should be in our stomach. So gastrointestinal health is very, very important for optimal longevity.